Hi friends, I am Prabal Chakraborty. Today my discussions is classifications of carbohydrates and with suitable examples. At first we have to know what is carbohydrate. Carbohydrate. Carbohydrate carbohydrates are polyhydroxy carbohydrates are polyhydroxy aldehyde. Carbohydrate are polyhydroxy aldehyde or ketone. Or ketones or compound derived from them. So friends, carbohydrate are polyhydroxy aldehyde or ketones or compound derived from them, and the general formula of carbohydrates is CX capital H 2 O Y. This is the general formula of carbohydrates. Classifications. Now my discussions is classification. Classification of carbohydrates. Classifications of carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are classified into four major groups. Four major groups. Number one, monosaccharides. Monosaccharides. Monosaccharides, they contain only one molecule of sugar. Those cannot be broken down. Those cannot be broken down into simple substances on hydrolyze simple substance on hydrolysis. Example: pentose, hexose. So friends, this is the example of the diagram of the hexose and pentose. You will see that it is glucose and it is this is glucose, this is pentose and this is hexose, and fructose and glucose and fructose. Okay, hexose means here you will see that 1 2 3 4 5 6 bonded, and here you can see 1 2 3 4 5, so it is pentose. Now we discuss another disaccharides. We discuss monosaccharides. Now we discuss diasaccharides. So I write this diasaccharides. Spelling also important is saccharides. Diasaccharides. This yield two molecule. This yields two molecule of monosaccharides, two molecule of monosaccharides, and monosaccharides on two molecule of monosaccharides on hydrolysis. Example: Example is sucrose and lactose and maltose. So friends, here you will see lactose diagram. Here we see that there is the two of the this is two are monosaccharides. Monosaccharides. Okay, this is the two monosaccharides. You see the two monosaccharides. Two monosaccharides are joining with the oxygens, and this is make a lactose bond. Monosaccharides, which monosaccharides? This is the galactose, and this is called glucose and galactose. So friends, we have already see that all the example, and we have already seen that all the diagram of the examples: pentose, hexose, disaccharides means sucrose and lactose. So we can easily understand the definition of the disaccharides. Now friends, I want to discuss about oligosaccharides. Oligosaccharides. This yields This yields two molecule. Now this yields 2 to 10 molecule. 2 to 10 molecules of monosaccharides, monosaccharides hydrolysis. Example sucrose. So friends, I don't need to show the diagram of oligosaccharides because I have already shown that the diagram of the sucrose we know. So that I will go another example, polysaccharides. So friends, polysaccharides, this yields more than 10 molecule of monosaccharides. More than 10 monosaccharides on hydrolysis. And example, starch. Glycogen, dextrine, cellulose. Now friends, I discuss homopolysaccharides. They yield more than 10 molecules of monosaccharides. 10 molecules of monosaccharides on hydrolysis. Example starch. Example starch, glycogen. And next example next part is polysaccharides. Heteropolysaccharides. Net example. Polysaccharides. They yield more than one type of monosaccharides. More than one type of monosaccharides. Example is heparin. Heparin. Now friends, I discuss about the diagram of the examples of the diagram of the examples, like disaccharides. Example, maltose. Now see that it is the combination of two glucose hydrolysis, two glucose molecule hydrolysis and create a maltose element. So friends, this is very simple, that and between these two it is the oxygen bond. This is the hydrolysis. 1H is a hydrolysis process. In the chemical hydrolysis process they are joined, and this is maltose. Next we will go disaccharide example, sucrose. So friends, I have told that sucrose is also one of the disaccharides, but here you will see that glucose and fructose, they are together and make sucrose element. Very interesting when we will discuss the structure of the sucrose, structure of the structures of the carbohydrates. And next example is very important friends, as for every medical students. For medical students, this is a very important. Heparin is the heteropolysaccharide examples. This is the examples of the heteropolysaccharides. Heparin is the and protoglycans and glycosaminoglycans, heteropolysaccharides. This is the heteropolysaccharides. This is called GAGs. This is called GAGs. Heparin is the you will get, it is the everything I discuss, it is the classification of carbohydrate. Heteropolysaccharides is heparin is very important. Anticoagulant present in blood. Heparin, it is the anticoagulant present in blood. Next I go to the discuss that starch. Very nice picture. This is the example of the starch. You will see the more than how many glucose are 1 2 3 4 5 and glycogen. I also tell that in the definition of this starch, where starch is the polysaccharides, and this yields more than 10 molecules of monosaccharides. More than you can get more than 10 molecules like starch, glycogen and cellulose. This is the example. So friends, very interesting. And next I will again I see that this is the glycogen structures. So see that how many glucose, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, more than 10. You can see in this structure you get more than 10 glucose are present in glycogens. So friends, very interesting biology. That's why I discuss, and I hope that this is the very interesting diagram. Again I discuss the role of carbohydrates. The role of carbohydrates. So friends, the role of carbohydrates is very interesting, one of the interesting topic. The role of the carbohydrates. Number 1, carbohydrates works as a main source of energy. Number 2, heparin. I also see the structures, heparin structures. Heparin is a naturally occurring anticoagulant. Very important, because anticoagulants and prevent whatever it is work, prevent blood coagulation. It's prevent blood coagulations. This is the very important fact of the biology and our body, that heparin is present. That's why our blood is not coagulate. Otherwise our blood will coagulate easily. So heparin is very important factor. Hyaluronic acid acts as lubricants. Very interesting. Number 4, ribose is useful for a nucleic acid, Number 5, starch is an important food for human. Number 6, lactose is the principal of milk. So very interesting topics is carbohydrates. Thank you for watching, friends.